Short format WRV, thanks for joining me. On the table we have a Canik MC9 with an Osite micro red dot that is rechargeable, and then we have a Hellcat, both of which are used in my personal systems. If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, I'm a gear adventure channel. I cover all types of cool stuff. Watches, knives, guns, multi-tools, out the front knives, collectible ones like this beautiful Microtech Scarab 2 Gen 3 in weathered blue. Link below if it's still there. And there's other colorations. Watch my review on that. But since it's short format, we can't spend a lot of time on that. I have to get the word out on this one. It is frustrating because TMPers as a whole hate watches. I have not been able to change them in that, but there is a select group of dudes that love my watch reviews and my audience, and so I keep doing it for them. Here comes a fairly rapid review on the Edox. That's EDOX Chrono Rally. Look at this blue one. Damn. Oh my gosh, that's a good looking watch, dude. Now, it is a Swiss watch. I did not take it apart to try to find out which parts were made in China. I'm sure some were, probably a lot. But as you can see at the 6 o'clock position, it says Swiss made. What I like most about this, as I introed with, are its looks. The looks are fantastic. I absolutely love the looks. They are beautiful. I have two variations to show you. TD has one. This is my blue one. Damn, the looks are fantastic. I've also said in the show, the watch show, that I'm not a super analog chrono fan unless it does something for me, and this does things for me. I'll get into it right now. One, I think the size is just right. It's 45.4, not including the pushers or the crown, and 12 millimeters in thickness, 52 millimeters lug to lug. And I believe those are, I'll measure them, but I think those are just 22. I should have written that down, but I don't think anyone cares. 22 millimeter lug spacing on it. That's a good size. The weight with its solid link stainless steel bracelet is a little bit chunky at 7 ounces, but again, I give watches a pass. No apologies. I've always done that. It has a wide effective face right here. You can see it. It has a very thin tachometer inner chapter ring, something you'll never use. I've talked about that before. You can look it up anywhere and learn how to use your tachometer if you don't want to use your iPhone or an app therein. No one does it, but it doesn't get in the way. You can easily ignore it. It has full Arabic, or as Tactical Doodle says, Arby's numerals, which are in relief, and they're actually brushed, so they're not shiny metal, which I detest, always will. No, they're brushed metal. You can see, by the way, the seconds hand, which is that one, this subdial, this is the chronograph function running right now. They're unobtrusive and they blend very well. One of the things I generally don't like about a chronograph is that the circles are just so prominent. They really kind of get in the way of the looks of the watch. I think the Chrono Rally, they blend in so nicely. They're almost, well, they're integral to the design. You have a 6 o'clock date window here. It is legible and useful. 100 meter water resistance. You can see that. Edox at the top. It's a brand I'm not familiar with. I am now, but didn't know about them. They have another really cool chronograph. I'll put a link to it below. It'll also be gone very quickly. So I'll say it in the link below. I'll tell you what it is, but I really love the looks of that one. Even though it has, I think, a minute's hand, which is hollow, but I could take care of that easily. Getting to the Chrono Rally, that's another thing I love about this watch. The hand execution is perfect. So what we have are stick hands, which are highly legible, clean looking, and no shiny metal. Yeah, by the way, the numerals are non-Bell and Ross font. So it's kind of breaking some tradition here. I really love that. It seems like that most of the so-called watch reviewers and BoobTube, everything's got to be shiny. It's got to be dress watchy because so many of them have such awful taste. Their collaborations are pure garbage. I won't mention names, but damn, garbage. I've seen their collaborations and what they're promoting. Oh my gosh, just horrible. I don't know why people watch them. I don't, no pun intended. But the hands kind of remind me of Oris. Oris does the same thing. They are partially coated in black, which I don't mind because it's a very short run of it. Let's go and reset this chronograph function. This is the totalizer here in the 9 o'clock position. And back it goes. Swiss moving in there, probably, I didn't really look it up, but probably a Ronda of some sort, probably running on a 921 or 927 battery. If this was an automatic watch, you're looking at least $1,200. But this is a quartz watch, so you're going to get it for a lot less. Another thing I love about this, other than the looks, the colors, and that outer coloration, it looks like blue carbon fiber, just beautiful, is it has a timing bezel. What? If you think you don't need a timing bezel on a chronograph, you are mistaken. Now, this is not a regular timing bezel. It's a countdown. You might have detected that already. So you just put it on whatever, like the minute's hand, in 5 minutes, I want it to count down to 0. That's what this one is. So it's a countdown bezel, but it still has one. Very unobtrusive. You can ignore it if you want to. The pushers on the Chrono Rally are in this beautiful contrasting color. This variation has blue. Start, stop, double O-ring gaskets on it. Really, really crisp in their function. There's your crown. Serrated is good. Logo right there. Non-screw in. And then there's your reset for the chronograph. Side look at the case. Standard 316L. Polished, and it looks like sand brush surfaces on the Chrono Rally. Look at the back. Has kind of obviously a racing theme to it, hence the name Chrono Rally. I think a lot of their watches do have that theme, so we have kind of the wheel of a sports car there. Cool case back, and it will ventilate a little bit. As you can see, sapphire crystal too. The bracelet is a good thing and a bad thing. Here's a good thing, is that it is tapering. It is beautiful in that it has brushed and polished surfaces. It's comfortable to wear. That's a good thing. Has a milled clasp. That's a good thing. A bad thing is it has no micro adjustments in it. That's a really bad thing. So to adjust it, you're going to have to take a link out. And I will tell you this, another bad thing, taking the links out in this bracelet, and I've done it hundreds of times, it was a mother flipper. Let me tell you, it was rough. I cannot believe they have collars inside. You can see the direction of pushing the pins out. I couldn't believe how difficult it was. I did it. I was successful in doing that, but you might want to have a jeweler do it for you. I ended up taking out 2 links in this one. That was too much. I put one back in, so now that's kind of flopping around on me. Let me show you TD's. He actually took his bracelet off and he put it on this leather strap. Which now that I look at it, I'm wrong. It's not a 22 lug, it's 24. I can just tell by looking at this one right here. Sorry about that. Here's your black variation. Red pusher in this one. Clean presentation. Look how those subdials just blend in. Oh my goodness, that is a good looking watch. And I gotta say, his taste and strap, TD, bro, you got it right. What is this? A military time genuine leather handmade. He shipped this to me. I was like, hey man, can you ship me up your Chrono Rally? He's like, get it back to me. I was like, I will. Look at how good looking that is on the strap. The nice thing is you lose all that weight. Again, 7 ounces with no links taken out. Much more wearable. You don't have to deal with the non-adjustability of the bracelet, but still, pick your poison. I have a ton of 24 millimeter straps that I could do the same thing. Great hands again, and this is the red and black variation. Let me give you a little pro tip on style. Here, if you do put a strap on, you can see it has black, it has red. Don't put a strap on that has too much red in it, because what will happen is it will override and take away from the style of the watch, the beauty of the watch. Do what TD did. So put on either brown or black to let those red highlights, or in this case, white, blue highlights, pop more. You don't want to compete against the watch face. How's that for a pro tip, dude? Pro tip for you. So the pricing on these Edox Chrono Rallies is a little bit high for quartz, but they are Swiss made. Are they worth it? Absolutely. My links will die very quickly, because if you're unsure of this watch, there's 20 guys behind you that are not. They will buy them. They will be gone closely. The thing is I review affordable watches, and they're usually batch produced, and there's a lot of competition in that segment for sales. So if you like it, act very quickly, and maybe by the time I post this, it's just long gone. You're on your own to go find it. I don't know. That's really up to you. And we're done, boys. This sitting on the side, I don't know if you noticed, this is an RGMT Fieldmaster in that taupe coloration. Very cool watch. Speaking of probably gone already. But this is really a monster of a piece compared to the Chrono Rally. Heavier, about the same diameter, maybe slightly bigger. But this is a tank of a watch. This is much more svelte and easy to wear in all types of different daily situations. Thanks so much for your kind support, your enthusiasm for dudes that watch my watch reviews. It's really fun balancing content for the project. It really is. Subscribe to Nut and Fancy Watches in YouTube. I have a feeling that will fail. I will not get enough views. I'll give it about 6 months, maybe less, and if it just fails to take off and YouTube shadow bans it, which they're doing currently, then I'll just abandon it. But it really depends on you guys. See ya!